Hi, everyone. This is Sarah from Soul Heart Intuitive Coaching. We're here to discuss the energies for the week of May 4th to the 10th and what it is that you need to know. So, first off, Pluto is going to retrograde on May 4th. Pluto is retrograding in the sign of Aquarius. This is an opportunity for you to reflect, reassess about technology and revolutionary ideas and how it is that you can implement them and use them moving forward. Then Mercury in Aries is going to be sextile Jupiter and Gemini on May 5th. Venus in Aries is going to be square Pluto in Aquarius on May 6th. And Mercury in Aries is then going to be conjunct Chiron in Aries on May 6th as well. So the reason why I didn't stop and jump into each one is all of these are going to be triggering you in different ways. They're going to be bringing thoughts, feelings, things that you need to work with to the surface as you begin this next chapter in your life. So, what is it that you can do with this information that you're learning about yourself? And how can you harness that energy and use it to help to work with whatever it is that's triggering you and what it is that you need to do so that you can move into that next chapter and truly believe in yourself and what it is that you're looking to accomplish? And then Mercury is going to enter Taurus on May 10th. This is an opportunity for conversations to slow down. They can have more thought and more feeling behind them. So we can get back to that concept and that idea of kindness and compassion in our conversations. But that doesn't mean that the work that you did earlier in the week, you can just kind of let it go by the wayside. This is an opportunity for you to plant the seeds in your mind about what it is that you can do moving forward. You're planting the seeds for this next chapter that is going to begin truly later in the year. This is a sneak preview. It's a sneak peek of what it is that it could look like. But you can take all of these concepts, ideas, triggers, the things that are just coming up for you, and you can harness them and you can do the work. And if you do the work now, then you can start to see it unfold as the year goes out. So we're going to get to the next chapter here, which is what do each of the signs need to know? What do each of them need to work on? Like always, we're going to start with the sign of Aries and what does Aries need to know and work on? So Aries card this week is the goddess of fire. So this is a time for you to implement how it is that this fire energy works in your life. Now, you are a fire sign, Aries. So you may be a little impulsive and a little rushing to judgment at times. But this is an opportunity for you to take the time and to reflect. How can you use fire in your life? Or could you use less fire in your life? Either way works, but this is based on you and your personality. Now, with all of this Aries energy, you've most likely been feeling a lot of fire. So, what I want you to do is, I want you to use the information that you're learning about the triggers, about the feelings that are coming to the surface, and figure out how can you be more at peace with them? How can you be more patient in terms of what it is that you're thinking and feeling? Think long game here. Don't think short term. Think, how can I get from here to here? It's not about a race. It's not completing it as fast as you possibly can. It's a process. So let the process unfold, but let fire help you and be your guide. Taurus, your card this week is passion. So, what is passion bringing to the surface for you? What are you passionate about? A lot of times we can get stuck in this day to day rut and routine and just completing the same thing over and over again. But what are you passionate about? That's how you want to live this next chapter in your life. You want to live it with a sense of passion and excitement and opportunity. Use that passion to help motivate you, to give you that drive that you need so that you can work through this hard stuff and see what it has to tell you. You're looking for a life of passion. And sometimes in order to get that life of passion, you need to go through the darkness, the dark times. Go through the darkness. There's light at the other end of the tunnel. Could be filled with everything that you want. But Evaluate where your passion lies this week to give you the answers that you need. Gemini, your card this week is initiation. You're going through a time period where things may be triggering and challenging, but it's like that for everybody. Everybody is being triggered, everybody is being challenged in some way. This information is giving you the tools and the information that you need so that you can go through this initiation period. Use what it is that's coming up for yourself, for those people that you know. Write it down if you need to, communicate it if you need to, do whatever it is so that you can move forward through this initiation process and come out on the other side with what it is that and how it is that you want to spend your life. Cancer, your card this week is deception. Pay attention to the information that is coming up that may be deceiving you, whether it's through somebody else or it's for yourself. There's something that you need to look into that hasn't been clear in the past. As I said, whether it's somebody or it's a process that's going on for you. Use that information. You're going to look into how it is that you can unroll what this deception has been trying to tell you. Once you can see that clearly, then you can take the next step forward. So look into this deceptive person, practice, thought, whatever it may be for you, and allow that to come to the surface and start to see it for what it truly is. That's your task this week. Leo, your card this week is grief. Pay attention to what it is that you have lost. You probably haven't given that loss the concern or the feeling that you need to. Maybe you kind of stuffed it down and that's like, I'll deal with that later on. This isn't a time for you to go, I'll just deal with that later on. This is a time for you to explore what it is that that grief has to tell you. That grief, once you can work through it, it's going to propel you to those next stages of what it is that you need to do and what it is that you're looking to create. If you don't take the step of exploring your grief, then you can't take the next steps that you need to. Explore your grief. What it is that what is it that it's trying to tell you? And where is it going to take you? That is your goal for this week. Virgo, your card for this week is protection. So there's been a lot going on around you, Virgo. There's a lot that's been going on internally, externally. This is a time for you to protect yourself. What is it that you need to do so that you can protect yourself and your energy? People can often try and take our energy away from us, not necessarily purposely, but they can as a way to help propel themselves forward. This is a time for you to look at how you can conserve your own energy. Now, whether this means protecting yourself either for via a bubble around you or Reiki or some other form of energy work that you need to, whatever it is, use it, use it to your advantage. But you need to protect and conserve your energy. Also, this can be a great opportunity for boundaries for you. Use it, pay attention to what your energy is trying to tell you. When you're at the end of your energy, don't try and push it. Work with it and say, I'm done. I'll pick this up another day. I know that can be easier said than done, and not everybody is going to react well to that. But find a way to protect and conserve your own energy so that you have energy to work with as you move forward. Libra, your card this week is Goddess of Water. So, unlike Aries, you're playing in water this week. Take a bath, swim, take showers, spend time in water. Now, water is a very fluid piece, but it also contains water is the symbol of emotions. Pay attention to your emotions this week. And if you need to, spend time in water. It's a great way for you to process and to let things go. It's not necessarily something that you're all of us are known for. Process what it is that's coming up. emotionally. And as I said, use water as a means to help you to process that. Scorpio, you're going through a rebirth right now. This is an opportunity for you to plan, plot. What do you want that next chapter of your life to look like? Now, as part of that rebirth, oftentimes you're going through challenging situations and thoughts and feelings and all of these other pieces, but you can use those as a way to move you forward. On the opposite side is that rebirth that you're looking for. Pay attention to your goal. What is it that you want? Use that as a way to harness that energy and to propel you forward and know that this time too shall pass. I will come to the end of this. First off, I need to go through the process of paying attention to the triggers, the emotions, what it is that's coming up so I can get to the rebirth. Sagittarius, your card this week is creation. So you are creating something new, something different. What do you want that creation to look like? Now, creation doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, like all of this is. It's a process. So allow the creative process to unfold. You begin creation with an idea, and then you move into the next step and the next step. And eventually you have some sort of finished product. This is that process for you. You're going from idea to finished product, but it's not going to happen in one day or one night. So what is the creation? What is the idea that comes to your mind? That's the piece that you need to hang on to this week. And then you can move through the creative process until eventually later on this year, possibly, you have that finished product. So look at the process. Capricorn, your card this week is Sisters Healing. So reach out to the women in your life, whether that's sisters, your mom, aunts, your female friends, your wife, partner, whatever that girlfriend, whatever that may be, whoever that person may be, that woman is here to help you to heal, or those women are here to help you heal. Use their energy. Look at things from a different perspective. Capricorn, you're not necessarily the best at that. Capricorn, it can also be very much the patriarchal system that the world is known for right now. You need to look and tap into that feminine side of things. Use that feminine energy to help move you, to help you process what it is that you need to do so that you too can get to the next chapter. Aquarius, your card this week is integration. So this is a time for you to sit back and to you're not looking to do anything new or different, but how do you integrate and process the energies and the information that has already been presented to you and may still be presented to you? Write the information down. The time for you to act is later on. The integration process is now. Pay attention to what it is that you need to integrate. And if you can integrate it quickly, then great. But if not, and most likely not, you're going to need some more time. Take the time that you need. Don't rush this process. It's important that you let the process unfold as it needs to. And Pisces, your card this week is Sacred Union. So this is a time for you to tap into those emotions, but you're most likely going to want to do it with somebody else. Now, this is a blue card, which symbolizes water. You look at the tree. There's a tree of tree of life here. There are people there to help you through this process. Allow other people to help you to process the emotions and what it is that's coming to the surface for you. You need to reach out and have that sense of relationship and union so that you can do this work that you need to do. Pisces is the end of a chapter. You have been closing out something. And a lot of times, Pisces, when you are uncomfortable in a situation, you can hide from it. This isn't a time for you to hide. This is a time for you to reach out, to embrace what it is that you're feeling and ask other people for help. So again, I'm Sarah from Soul Heart Intuitive Coaching. Hopefully this has been helpful for you. If it has, I'd love to hear from you. So feel free to comment below. You can find me at www.soulheartintuitivecoaching.com. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. We're living through a time with tremendous potential, but with that potential can also come a lot of feelings. Remember, you're not the only one who's going through something. Be kind, compassionate to other people, and allow things to unfold as they're going to and as they are meant to. It's not always easy, but it is essential. I will talk to you soon, and I hope to hear from you.